What is up, guys, and welcome back to another episode of Subnautica. So today, some interesting things have come out. The second Precursor Cache is actually in the game now, but I figured we would stop off at the first cache just to read the data terminal to refresh our minds. It's been a little bit. So, if we come in here, there are the 6 ion crystals and the data terminal here. So let's go ahead and grab this. So the data terminal says it has been possible to synthesize a design plan for the alien antechamber in which this data set was discovered. The aesthetics, like much of the alien architecture discovered on 4546b, the design is ornate and bears a resemblance to old Earth religious iconography. The similarities may be coincidence, but they may also indicate some shared and ancient cultural history. What is clear is that this space was more than mere practical importance. So the data hubs, the antechamber consists of 6 main data hubs, each powered by an independent ion crystal. These are networked up to the main terminal in parallel, presumably to ensure data integrity over time. The complexity of the data stored is far beyond anything encountered before. And the ceiling fixtures. The structures mounted to the ceiling of the cavern cast a low green light over the data hubs below, but they are also regulating the pH level of the surrounding water. It is possible the intent was to ensure ideal conditions for data retention, but it may also have been ceremonial or even recreational in nature. And then it says we need further data. So we have gone over this, and I did show you guys the link to the future PDA things, basically telling us that the precursors are uploaded into these data hubs here. Alright, so let's warp ourselves to the next precursor cache. The coordinates are those, -584, -559, and 1478. I will try to put in the description for you guys. So let's go ahead and warp ourselves. And it is in the Blood Kelp zone number 2, near the Lost River entrance. So if we come out here, just to show you guys, we are right in here in this cavern here. So let's come back down here and we can check this out. So it looks just like the other one. Is there? No, there's nothing up there. Okay, so there's the 2 pedestals that light up, and then there's this one that we need to put the artifact in. So let's go ahead and do that. And then there's the light above. Alright, so this one only has 4 data hubs, and then it has these pillars here. So let's go ahead and access this terminal. So this is the alien sanctuary data. So right here, let's go ahead and read this. Comparing the data on this terminal with stored translations has revealed new information. Data hubs, unprecedented data complexity. Stored data was scanned into the system at the local terminal. Original data source was organic in nature. Evidence suggests that this antechamber served as a sanctuary of last resort for the aliens that built it. In the event of catastrophe, they could retreat here and somehow transfer themselves to the data hubs for preservation. It is unclear whether other members of the alien species ever returned here, or how many souls are backed up on the hubs. But the data stored is far too complex to reconstitute with the little information available. So this is the second precursor cache, and as far as I am aware, we do not have another one going to be in the game. We do have another PDA information from the wiki about what it's going to say, the third one. I don't know how we are going to acquire that. Do we have a scanner? No, we don't. Some people think that it will be... There we go. That it will be part of like something we will have to scan. Like maybe... Can we scan this? No. Can we scan this data hub? No. Can we scan this? No. Alright. So, I think it might be something we find in the prison, but we will go over that data again, so that way you guys can see that. So, the data here says we have our alien antechamber, and then the alien sanctuary data, and then we have the alien biological history. So this terminal contains data mapping the complete biological history of a member of the alien species. It appears this individual retreated here when their operation on the planet failed, in their hope their digital self would live on after the body decayed. The data set is hugely complex, but some basic facts can be reconstructed. Was grown from seed 1708 Earth years ago, separated from broodlings early for special training, inducted into Temple of Research as the youngest ever initiate, age 96. Downloaded a corrupted dataset and was stored for 3 years for defragging. Relocated to the Outer Galaxy Cluster to support disease research endeavors. Relocated to 4546b for high priority disease research. Contracted Carrar bacterium stored in Sanctuary 3. Corporal body safely disposed. So, we don't know where we're going to get that PDA file. Unfortunately, it did say Sanctuary 3, so I would assume that the other Precursor Cache and this one is number 2, and then the third one is going to be the prison, just because that individual was helping with the Carrar bacterium, so I would assume that's where it would be. It is not in game, but it is still pretty awesome to see that the cache number 2 is now in game, and that we know for... Oh wait, I think that's for the ion crystal. Yeah. But for sure that this data terminal actually does confirm, now that it is for sure in game, let's see if I can find it here, that they actually do download themselves into these network hubs. So that's pretty awesome. But nothing really too new, besides the fact that the cache is actually here. We have covered this before. So there is something new on Trello. It's nothing spectacular, but I will see you guys there. Alright guys, we are back on Trello. There are just 2 new things. Nothing spectacular, like I said. The first thing is the air bladder. They are working on the animation. And from what I can tell, when we use it, our character will press this button, and these will be deflated, and then they will blow up. And then that's where you will like go to the surface faster. So that's pretty much it for this. And then the second thing is the precursor glass right here. They have broken concept of it. My assumption is that this is going to be in the disease research facility in the Lost River. So pretty cool to see. I did check in game. It is not currently in game, even though it does say merge to main and merge to SRC. So whenever that does get added, we will check that out. Alright guys, I hope you enjoyed the episode. It was a pretty cool one. A little of what we have covered before, but it is now actually in game, so that's pretty awesome. So be sure to check that out. I will put the coordinates in the description so you guys can check those 2 caches out. As always guys, make sure you leave a like if you did enjoy the video. It does wonders for the video. Thank you very much for all of you who do. If you are not a current subscriber, be sure to subscribe so that way you can keep up to date on all the Subnautica content. when I am able to get those out. And as always, guys, thank you for watching, and I hope to see you in the next one. That's what it says. Yes, data hubs, and like networked to the terminal. So it's essentially like a computer, I guess, if you want to call it that. But it says we need further information. Now, luckily, some people found in the code of the game and put it on the Wikia some information.